At exactly 2:17 in the morning, my GPS told me to turn onto a road. The screen showed a thin gray line cutting through the woods, labeled only with one word: return. And when I looked up from the dashboard, I saw headlights behind me that hadn't been there before. I need you to stay with me on this one, because what happened on that road still doesn't make sense. If you enjoy real feeling horror stories that unfold slowly and don't let go, make sure you like and subscribe to Unblinking right now. Trust me, by the time this ends, you'll never take a late night drive the same way again. I was driving back from a work trip, 3 hours outside the city. It had been a long day, and I just wanted to get home. The highway was empty. The sky, pitch black. No moon, no stars. My phone battery was low, but the car charger kept it alive. The GPS had been working fine all night until it suddenly rerouted me. A robotic voice calmly said, "Faster route available." I didn't question it at first. It's 2026. We trust our phones more than road signs. The new route took me off the main highway, onto a narrow 2-lane road surrounded by trees. No streetlights, no houses, no other cars. I checked the map again. The road name didn't appear. Who's that word? Return. I laughed nervously. Probably a glitch. Probably just a placeholder. But the headlights behind me stayed the same distance away. No matter how fast I went, no matter how slow I drove, I sped up to 60. They stayed behind me. I slowed to 30. Still there. Same distance, same brightness. I pulled over to let them pass. The headlights stopped too, directly behind me. I waited. They didn't move. They didn't honk. I couldn't see the car shape, just the lights, perfectly aligned. My heart started racing. I put the car back in drive. The headlights followed. 5 minutes passed, then 10. The trees grew thicker. The road felt longer than it should have been. My GPS said I had only driven 1 mile, but it felt like 20. That's when I saw the first sign. A wooden board on the side of the road. Hand-painted letters. Turn around. No explanation. No warning symbol. Just those 2 words. I kept driving. The headlights flickered once, then returned brighter than before. I checked my rearview mirror again. For a split second, I saw something between the lights, a silhouette standing in the middle of the road. Tall, still, watching me. I blinked, and it was gone. Just headlights again. But my hands were shaking now. The trees on both sides leaned inward, like the forest was closing around the road, branches scraping against each other in the wind. Then my radio turned on by itself. Static. At first, then faint whispering. Not clear words, just layered voices, like dozens of people speaking at once. I slammed the radio off. The silence was worse. The GPS screen flickered. The route ahead turned red, and the word changed from return to too late. I hit the brakes hard. The car skidded slightly. The headlights behind me didn't. They were suddenly closer, much closer, almost touching my bumper. I tried to speed away, but the road ahead didn't look right anymore. It looked stretched, like a tunnel made of trees. No sky visible. No exit in sight. That's when I saw someone standing on the shoulder. A woman in a white dress, barefoot. Her head tilted slightly, hair covering her face. She didn't move as I passed, but in the side mirror, I saw her turn and start walking behind my car, toward the headlights. The headlights flickered wildly, then disappeared completely. The road behind me was empty, but the woman was gone too. My phone lost signal. No bars, no service. The GPS froze on one message. Stop the car. I ignored it. I kept driving. Faster now. Then the road ended, just suddenly stopped. No warning. No curve. Just dirt and trees. I slammed the brakes. My car stopped inches from a tree trunk. Breathing hard, I looked around. The road behind me was gone. There was no pavement. Just forest. like I had never been driving on asphalt at all. I stepped out of the car. The air was freezing cold, too cold for summer. I walked around the vehicle. The headlights were still on, pointing at solid trees. I turned slowly and saw tire tracks behind me. Only one set. Mine, no. Second car. No headlights, nothing. Then I heard footsteps, slow crunching on leaves, circling me. I couldn't see anyone, but I could hear breathing, close to my ear. A voice whispered, "You were warned, you spoon around." The woman in white was standing beside my car now, closer than before. Her face was visible, and it was mine. Not exact, but similar. Twisted. Her eyes were black, her mouth stretched unnaturally wide. She pointed behind me. I turned. The road was back. Perfect pavement, stretching into darkness, and my car door was open. I don't remember getting inside. I don't remember turning the key. But I was driving again, the GPS said, recalculating. Then, calmly announced, "Welcome back." The highway appeared ahead. Normal traffic signs. Street lights. I checked the clock. It was 2:17 a.m. The same time I had turned onto that road. Like no time had passed. Like the last hour had been erased. Like the forest had pressed rewind. I drove home in silence. Hands gripping the wheel, every shadow making me flinch. Every pair of headlights in my mirrors made my chest tighten. I kept expecting them to lock into place behind me again, to follow at that perfect, unnatural distance. When I reached my apartment, I sat in the parking lot for a full 5 minutes. Engine still running. Too afraid to turn it off. The world looked normal. Neighbors' windows lit softly, a dog barking somewhere in the distance. But something felt off, like the air had weight to it, like I had brought something back with me. I finally turned off the engine. The sudden silence rang in my ears. My heart was still pounding. Upstairs, I locked the door behind me, double-locked it, then pushed a chair under the handle. I didn't know what I was afraid of. The woman in white, the headlights, or the version of myself that had stood in the woods. I went straight to my laptop, pulled out the dashcam memory card. My hands were shaking as I inserted it. The video loaded normally. Highway footage. Streetlights passing overhead. The timestamp read to 15 a.m., then to 16 a.m., then to 17 a.m. And that's when it glitched. The screen filled with static. Loud digital distortion filled the speakers. For 3 seconds, nothing but noise. Then, one clear frame. Ah! A wooden sign. Hand-painted. Unpinned. Return. Behind the sign, I could see trees. Dense. Black. And if I paused at the right moment, I could see something else. A figure standing beside the sign, half hidden in shadow. Tall. Still, watching the camera. The timestamp on that frame wasn't to 17 a.m. anymore. It read 3:33 a.m., but only for that single frame. Then the video jumped forward, back to the highway, like nothing had happened. I checked the rest of the footage. It showed me arriving home, parking, stepping out of the car. But there was something wrong. The angle of the camera caught my reflection in the driver's window, and I wasn't alone. There was someone sitting in the back seat, a pale face, barely visible, smiling. I slammed the laptop shut. My breathing turned shallow. Felt sick. Slowly, I turned my head toward my apartment door, half expecting to see muddy footprints on the floor or water dripping from nowhere. But the room looked normal. Still. Quiet. I forced myself to calm down, told myself reflections can distort shapes. Light can play tricks. I reopened the laptop, replayed the final seconds of the footage. The backseat was empty. Completely empty. No face. But when I scrubbed frame by frame, I saw it again. Not in the back seat this time. In the rearview mirror, a pair of headlights, right behind my car. Impossible, because I was parked. Engine off. The headlights blinked once, and the screen cut to black. That's when my phone buzzed. Unknown number. No caller ID. I stared at it. It rang exactly 3 times, then stopped. A second later, a text message appeared. No number attached, just one word: return. My stomach dropped. I deleted the message instantly. Eat. Reappeared. I turned off my phone. The screen flickered, then powered back on by itself. The GPS app opened automatically. A route began calculating from my apartment back to that same road. I threw the phone onto the couch. It slid across the cushion and fell to the floor. The screen cracked slightly, but the route stayed visible, a thin gray line leading into darkness. I backed away, slowly. My apartment lights flickered once, then steadied. From outside my window, I saw headlights parked across the street, facing directly toward my building. They didn't move. They didn't dim. They just stared. I peeked through the blinds carefully. There was no car, just the lights, floating at the height of headlights. Perfectly spaced. My heart began racing again. The air felt colder, thinner. Then I heard it. A car door slam. From my parking lot, I froze. No engine sound. No footsteps. Just a slam, then another. Closer. Then a third, right outside my apartment door. 3 slow knocks followed. Heavy, measured. I didn't breathe. Didn't move. The knocks stopped. Silence filled the hallway. Then a whisper seeped under the door. You didn't finish the drive. My vision blurred for a second. I stepped back, bumping into the kitchen counter. The lights flickered again. The headlights outside turned off at the same moment. Total darkness swallowed the room. When the lights came back on, everything was normal. No shadows under the door. No sound in the hallway. I rushed to the window. The parking lot was empty. Completely empty. No car. No lights. But in the distance, beyond the buildings, I could see something. A faint red glow between the trees, like tall lights disappearing down a road. I didn't sleep that night. I stayed awake until sunrise, every sound making me jump. At 2:16 a.m. the next night, my phone buzzed again. Battery at 100%, even though I hadn't charged it. A notification appeared. Faster route available. The GPS opened automatically. The same road pulsed on the screen. The word had changed again. Now it read, complete. I don't know how many nights it will wait. I don't know if ignoring it makes it stronger. But I know one thing. Some roads don't let you leave unfinished. Some turns are permanent. And some headlights aren't looking for your car. They're looking for you. If you're still here on Unblinking, tell me something in the comments. Would you go back and finish that drive? Or would you smash your phone and never touch the steering wheel again? Share this with someone who drives alone at night. Like and subscribe for more stories that don't stay on the map. And if your GPS ever tells you to return, make sure it's really talking about the road.